You might be watching us, it's live and direct, of course, with Chigos and Debo. This morning, this is the Saturday morning here in Nigeria. Of course, we have come to continue the in-depth analysis of events. And to this end, we welcome you once again in today's political discourse here in Web TV. I remain the host anchor Chigos and Debo. Trust you are getting on well with your loved ones. As you join us, of course, part of the rule of engagement is that you hit the like buttons, share, and of course, subscribe to this channel if you have not done so. If you're joining us for the first time, kindly hit the like buttons here. And of course, turn on the notification button so that you can get our videos once it's been uploaded. Keeping it real has been a commitment, and to this end, we come your way once again as the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile have disclosed the roadmap to the Biafran Liberation Day or Freedom Day, as he calls it, the 2nd of December. What should be expected, of course, as he organized or constitutes what he called the a committee that will look into the grievances, the assault, and the injury meted on the Biafrans since or beyond independence. There have been several hostilities and genocidal sponsored attempts or programs to decimate the entire Biafrans. Of course, we are aware as that happens and culminated into the most bloody war between the Biafrans and Nigeria, which we, of course, received the latest development. As Simon Ekpa, of course, abreast the masses, especially the Biafran populace, that this is a done deal and they are to expose the atrocities, the horrors, the impunity the part of the Nigerian government against the Biafran state. And this would be the point, of course, to argue before the Committee of Nations, before the entire world. He's going to compile them in books and for the entire world to see the level of atrocity, the level of impunity meted on Biafrans, and the justification for this uh, declaration of the Biafran state by Biafrans. As the Biafrans continue to vote yes for the ongoing self-referendum, over 50 million have given their voice. It's a very loud statement and a reflection of the Biafrans' position. Welcome once again to this exciting moment. We are glad to be part of this intriguing and exciting developments. Just keep on hit the like button, so of course, as you join us, and we are good to go as rule of engagement. Very much ready for today's activities. Kindly hit the like button, share this video, let it go viral, let others get to join us because it's a moment of excitement, moment of interaction, moment of information, and of course, education, as the case is. We are here once again, and Chigoze Ndibo is on stage, of course, to coordinate this discussion this morning. It promises to be one of those exciting and intriguing moments and informative as the case is. Once again, thank you as we welcome Mazi Okokondem, the new Okokondem uh, in the Second Republic of Biafra. Good morning, Mazi Okokondem. It's a pleasure having you this morning.
Yeah, good morning, my host, Mazi Chigos Yandibo.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, I am Mr. Paradani Okokondem in this Republic of Biafra. Liba Mazi Namde Kalo and his IPOB government of Biafra. Father Yahweh, Atandi, magnify your name for the love you are giving unto us, for the good that you are giving unto us, both our fans and our friendly nation, Finland and Co. Father, be praised, be magnified. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
Now, of most recent, the latest release of public address by the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in Nensa have revealed the roadmap to the actualization of the Biafran sovereignty or restoration declaration. Of course, amidst the controversy and the suspension that Mazi Simon Ekpa has been arrested by the Finland or whatever uh, government is concerned, but that is just a mere rumor peddling. But Simon Ekpa is not distracted by whatever, of course, schemings or propaganda being sponsored to distract him. He have rolled out the template for the actualization uh, of Biafran sovereignty. And of course, the defense of Biafra remains paramount to the Biafran Republic government in exile and, of course, the de facto government in Hobland. He said, we are going to compile the atrocities, our pains and agonies, and the reasons, justifications for demanding, of course, and declaring an independent state of Biafra against Nigeria.
Yeah, you see, Simon Ekpa, as I've been saying before, he's a man of focus. He's a man that you can't distract him on what he knew that is good for him to do for his people. This is why when all these mosquitoes were flying around in the form of rumor, you know, mosquito will fly, make, that's a rumor. But immediately the mosquito pitch, you kill the mosquito. That's what exactly he's doing. So he wants his people to be okay. So rumor, mosquito flying is nothing to him. Therefore, he focused on the actualization of Biafra, restoration of Biafran nation. Whether Nnamdi Kanu is around, is not around, all Biafra need is Biafra to restore. That's what all Biafras need, which Simon Ekpa is trying to do by the grace of God in the absence of Nnamdi Kanu, because Nigeria government thought and the sell out to people from Biafra land thought immediately Nnamdi Kanu is caught, that will be the end of Biafra. Now, for him to say he will compare the atrocities, he said the right thing. If you do not compare the atrocities and present it to the world, they may not know, they may not understand. And these atrocities is compiling or going to compile is the reason why Biafra want to leave Nigeria. Without these atrocities, nothing will prompt Biafrans to leave Nigeria. It's because of the atrocities since 1936, they start killing Igbos, killing Biafra, marginalizing us up to 1945. Up to this one that the whole world have seen. From July 1966, they came out, start killing without any reason, looting. You see, now all these atrocities make Biafrans to come up to say, why are we in one Nigeria? Then our life, our blood will be for sacrifice for Nigeria. All these things is what someone is going to compile. Although some world bodies knew about it, and if they knew about it, and there's nobody to champion it from the Biafrans, nobody to cry out, they will fall down looking at you. Maybe you love what is going on to you. Now, Biafrans have come out to tell the world we are tired. We don't want this evil to be happening to us again. This is why the agitation rise up. And as Simon Ekpa have rolled out, said he is compiling it, when he compiled it, it's a roll out template to show the whole world. And now the world will know where they will stand. To know that we, Biafrans, want to go. You see, it's a person who's inside the pit will be shouting and raise hand up for the people outside to draw the person outside. Not when you go here inside the pit, you fold your hand, relax there, sleeping. Who will come there to bail you out? Who will know that you are there? This is what Biafra comes up to do now.
Exactly, and with the systematic approach deployed by Simon Ekpa, it has never been in the history of freedom fighting One may ask, where are the DOS? Nobody is hearing about their programs for Biafra restoration and that of Mazen Namdekano release. But Simon Ekpa keep on updating, educating, and rolling out strategies and templates on how, of course, even the dead and the living can understand his programs and buy into these programs. You see, it seems he have overshadowed the entire DOS and they are running underground. But what about the case with the system and strategy adopted by Simon Ekpa? There is a possible collapse of the fragile state of Nigeria because I doubt if they can survive this very intelligent approach.
You see one thing. Let me start from DOS, as you have said. DOS is just like a first son who sold his birth right away. Now, if you come, Nnamdi Kanu is just like Isaac, who begot IPOB, DOS, all themselves one family, and IPOB, autopilot, under Simon Ekpa. Now, this is why we see so many DOS, IPOB calling someone Ekperima, bad person, so and so person. They want to take over from Nnamdi Kanu. They want destroy destruction Nnamdi Kanu have put. They want destroy this, want destroy that. That's a part of the propaganda to destroy the young man. The characteristic young man that is vibrating, moving ahead for the restoration of Biafra. Now, if you come to the Bible, Esau was there, Jacob was there. Esau don't understand the value of first son birthright, but Jacob knew it. This is why when Esau was hungry, he approached Jacob, give me food. Jacob said, no, unless you send me your birthright. And Jacob and Esau, for the belly, sold his birthright to Jacob. Jacob bought it with a porridge of yam. Then the time of blessing reached. Jacob collect the blessing of the first son because the first son had belonged to him now, legally. This is what happened to DOS. This is why you don't heard about them anymore because they have sold their master, Nnamdi Kanu, and collect porridge yam from Nigeria and the earth. Simon Ekpa become Jacob. And really they sold Nnamdi Kanu off. Simon Ekpa bought the birthright through autopilot. Through autopilot, Simon Ekpa bought the birthright of IPOB. Then we have IPOB autopilot. And IPOB autopilot was able or is able to build Biafran government in exile. Is able to continue building Luzerne offices, Biafran Luzerne offices all over the world. Able continue to bring strategies to restore Biafra and releasing of Nnamdi Kanu. And let me tell you, there's a difference between a learned man and unlearned. There's a difference between a wise man and unwise man. There's a difference between a man who have mingled with different society. There's a difference between international man and a local man. There's a difference between diplomatic man and non-diplomatic man. All these things are the character Simon Ekpa has that DOS doesn't have. Who knows them? What the more powerful? Ikenga Uruago, Chinasa, Woru.
Ikenga have denounced IPOP, have renounced his membership of IPOP
because
for long.
You know why? We know why he denied, because the fear of Simon Ekpa is the acknowledgement of greatness. The only thing that make him to deny is because of Simon Ekpa. He was afraid of Simon Ekpa. Peradventure, if Simon Ekpa, God used him, he succeeded. in restoration of Biafra. He's afraid what will happen because the Kenga Uruago swear that instead of authorization of Biafran Republic will come from Simon Ekpa, let everything scatter. He swear. Now he have seen that there's no way he can stop Simon Ekpa. Fear grip him so that he don't know what will be tomorrow. So he have to quit. If Simon Ekpa came up now or Biafra came out, they said, no, I remove my hand the time.
Just like what you said now. Even the devil is commending Simon Ekpa because of his bravery, his wisdom, his strategy, his approach. Even the devil, if you hate Simon Ekpa for no reason, you should be able to commend him from his approach, his strategy, and the way he's carrying the entire Biafrans along. Nobody is kept in the dark. Nothing is hidden about his program, and except for some military, of course, strategies that may not be public before, of course, that may not be made public before the words, but you can see the level of coordination, the capacity to lead, to govern.
Because he's a diplomatic man, he know how to handle the case diplomatically. He's a very nice politician, therefore he know how to follow the politically. He's a lawyer, he know how to follow it legally. He's an international man, you know how to follow it internationally. But all these people you are calling DOS, they are local people. Who knows them? Apart from they want to take IPOB and Namdekalo to feed themselves, they are stomach infrastructure agitators. That's what they are. Stomach infrastructure agitators. So they are not Biafran agitators. They are not called for it. They are not born for it. Therefore, along the line, what they were called to do, what they were born to do, is what they did. Collect money for their infrastructure. You understand? They are only in IPOB, like Judas was among the 12 to betray Jesus Christ. That's the only thing DOS was there. And they have done their work. What do you expect them to do again?
Now, what are the possible, of course, records that Simon Ekpa might be compiling? What atrocity or harm has been done to Biafrans in the last, of course, since let's start since 1940s?
Now
that he will be compiling.
Now, from 1940s, the killing of Igbos, Biafrans in the Jos, the Biafran in the Jos. From there, the 1966 July, killing of Ironsi to 1970. Now, the North or the Fulani Empire government of Nigeria may say that the coup of January 15, 1966 was against the North, against Fulanis. That it was Igbo coup to take over Nigeria, as British have educated them to understand. But if you watch from that coup, you will see that Igbo man was neutral. The war or anarchy was between Yoruba, the west, southwest of Nigeria, and the north. One day you are using Ogundupe and the Samuel Akintola against the Yorubas. Igbo man, we don't, Biafran's south eastern region don't have any problem with any side. But because they came in to intervene to stop the killing of Middle Belt and the western region of Nigeria, that's where they did it. That's where that 1966 this is started. Already, Ahmadu Bello have sworn that they will never allow Igbo man to come closer, because Igbo man sent British away so that they can be able to colonize them and rule them forever. Ahmadu Bello said all the home ministries, anything government establishment, whatever Britain left in Nigeria and move away, that Igbos have taken all the whole position. Igbo dominate all of them, that they will not allow Igbos to be. That's number one. Now, if you watch that 1966 revolution carried by 15 boys, revolutionaries, the North participated The West participated, but you may say that Igbo, the Easterners, Eastern region are more in number. And they came out and announced, this is why 5 major, when we strike, Major Ademoluga, follow plan and executed. The late Hassan Kassina, Major General Hassan Kassina, that time he was major.
No, let's just cut it very short. We want to know not just the history of what happened. What are the major uh, harm meted
Okay,
on Biafran that will justify
Okay, major
the
harm.
book
Major
Simon Ekpa is compiling?
Major harm, killing of Biafrans in the watchful eye of Gowan from July 1966 to May 1967, before Ojukwu declared Biafra. That very period from 1966, July 19 to May 1967 was totally chaos against Biafrans, against Igbos, against Eastern region. They came in the north and get tired. They came in the west and start killing. Igbos have to pull away. Even in the Eastern region, they want to use the late Major General Hassan Kassina. Not Hassan Kassina. Yaradua. The late Major General Yaradua. Not
Musa Yar'Adua,
not Musa Yaradua. They want to use him to hijack 82 Division Enugu and wipe off the whole Easterners, both to Ojukwu. It was Benjamin Adekule who got the use to intercept and interrupt that one. When they kill, then Ojukwu declare, they went to Aburi Accord. Go one return back home, try to accomplish Aburi Accord. Ojukwu, they have to declare Biafra.
I read from history that why Ojukwu declared Biafra is because of the massacre of the Igbos across the entire nation of this country, Nigeria. And of course, the attempt by the then Nigerian Prime Minister to devolve power, or with the conspiracy of the then head of state. You see, after the massacre, the last counter coup against is it in Zogo? You don't see, so to say, and eventually the question of 12 states, which will destroy the Aburi Accord, which was intended uh, to give power to the regions to control their resources and develop at their own pace.
Now, you see, Aburi Accord have already uttered. The one refused to honor Aburi Accord as they agreed over there. And Akran, Major General in Ghana, the chief of Ghanaian chief of staff of Ghanaian Armed Forces, who preside the agreement or Aburi Accord, knew the truth. But because of British intervention, Ghana had to withdraw and swallow the thing up and back to Nigeria. Now, the Aburi Accord have already failed. Because of the failure of Aburi Accord, Ojukwu told the Gowan, if you did not honor Aburi Accord, this enclave that I hold now as Eastern region, I will declare it Biafra. It will be a nation of its own, without minding other Biafran territory that were coded to North, which Simon Ekpa included now as part of the 40 state of United States of Biafra. The one resist, Ojukwu declare Biafra. As Ojukwu declare Biafra, the one went carried arm to stop us. We resist. When he saw that we resisted, that under our resistance is tough, he decided to create 12 states in 1968. But then he created 12 states. He shut Biafra into 3. Southeast states, which is Akwa Ibom and Cross River now. They are the then southeast state of Nigeria. Then it carved rivers out, then leave the current southeast southeast now geopolitical zone now as east central state, and appoint Ekpa to come and take over. Ekpa came, Biafrans pursue him, they nearly kill him. He ran back to Lagos and they give him appointment as Nigeria chief broadcaster in Nigerian Radio Corporation. So this, and from that declaration of Biafra, the massacre in Asaba, you understand? The massacre in Asaba, the massacre in Cross River, current Cross River now, because there was a portion or territory in Cross River as a Igbo only occupied. Igbo only occupied over 2,000 plus, almost 2,500 souls. When that place fall, they massacre those places, kill them. By that time, our brothers have turned back and be supporting Nigerian army, showing them the happier ways. Okay, now killing and bombing marketplaces, which Nigeria did in that Biafran war, bombing of hospitals, bombing of refugee centers, where the white men volunteers are there taking the care of the Kwashoko people. Nigeria Air Force came and bombed it. All these things, there are so many atrocities committed against Biafrans. Mostly where any side Molotala lead operation, whenever the village or the community or the town surrenders, they will still be killing them, killing civilians for nothing reason. Okay, like in Asaba have fallen into your hand. I mean, Delta Igbos, both Okwane, Umunede, Asaba itself, all of them have fallen to Nigerian side, and all of them surrender with one Nigerian flag. The Murtala call all of them, come, let us reconcile under the watchful eye of Ibrahim Taiwo. All of them gathered in a square where you call them to come. Then you lay ambush and wipe all of them off. The one that managed to escape, you enter bush, killing them. Go house to house, open door, killing them. Because Nzogu came from that area. Wobosi came from that area. Wanwo came from that area. Kazie came from that area. You understand? Okay, across the Niger, you came. Onitsha have fall. You make sure you destroy Onitsha. Loot everything, destroy everything. You came to Aba, you kill, you massacre. Okay, there's so many things somebody have to compile. Even though the atrocities Nigerian government then committed against Biafra, I don't think that someone can be able to record it, everything. There are so many.
There are so many.
There are so many.
And this atrocity is still going on today.
Now, the atrocity is going on today. Look at the killing of people who hold only flag, no stick. Even though in that flag, nothing hold it, they hold only flag in hand. Shouting, agitating for Biafra. You massacre them, kill them at Head Bridge. You kill them at Mpo Junction. You kill them at CKC. You kill them in Operation Patton Dance. In everywhere, all sector. Killing them up to this hour. Look at what is going on in along territorial zone now. Through the hand of Uzodimma. Look at what is going on. Look at what Fulanis are doing in Biafra land. Raping, killing, kidnapping. All these things are what the record is there.
Okay, evidence that will be built up against the Nigerian state before the Committee of Nations. And do you think that will be, of course, strong enough, of course, for the international communities to back the Biafran declaration? restoration.
is strong enough, more than enough. Even only starvation is the weapon of the war that Awolowo and the Nahuru imposed. Give the one the
Yeah,
idea.
over 3 million children were starved to death.
That in Kwashiorkor, that in Kwashiorkor is enough. Look at Ukraine and Russia. Do you see where Russia blockaded Ukraine? Ukraine is getting arms, getting food from the neighboring nation, Poland and the co. I mean, there's a war you have to fight. You consider there's a law, even though no matter war is war, but there's a law in the United Nations Charter to fight, system to fight war. Not war, you
But
target civilian.
if Russia have opportunity to block Ukraine, they will do that. Don't you think so?
Anyway, I don't think so, but I think that Russians are matured in more than Nigerian in fighting war or in anything. Russia themselves, they are signatory to all those things. They know the way and route to do it.
But the same Russia fought against Biafrans. They fought for Nigeria to destroy Biafra. So today they are they is Nemesis catching up with them?
Nemesis is not catching up with them. The Russians were deceived
By who?
by British government,
Or by their selfish interests?
not by their selfish interest. Remember, Ojukwu contacted Russia to help us, but along the line, the did not work. And remember, Russian diplomat was United Secretary General as of that time. And Russia, we are trying to fight to have more Eastern Europe in communist world to join Warsaw. Then people like Czechs, that time they were Czechoslovakia, people like Czechs have come out to support Biafra, both in human resources, in arms, and other material relief. Russia invented them. They cry out for West to help them. British went and blocked West, helping Czechs, and went to Russia and told Russia, you can have more countries from East Europe to join communists. Warsaw as NATO was, because NATO was formed. Then Russia came and formed Warsaw. As NATO need more members, Warsaw need more members. Now, British Prime Minister, British government convinced Russia, you can have more nation in East Europe to join communists or to join Soviet Union. If you will stop supporting Biafrans. That's number one. Number two, they told Russia, look at Nigeria. Nigeria got independent only 6 years interval. They start civil war. In that civil war, they started a section.
They are saying you should give dates. Sometimes the date might not. You're not computer.
I'm not computer, I cannot carry everything unless I went into research. They write it out. Now, Russia, British Prime Minister, British government under Wilson Herod told Russia, look at these people got independence 6 years. In that 60 years interval, they start civil war. And a section who want to break out from the nation of Nigeria, within 6 months they fought the war. They start manufacturing gun because they start manufacturing AK-47 by themselves. And they told Russia, if you support these people, and they were able to be a nation, which means they will knock you off from your business. Because that time Russia don't have oil and gas as they have now. They only depend on arms. Russia was one of the best arms dealer in the world that time. They said, quick, these people will knock you out of the business. Because within 6 months, they can be able to produce.
That's international politics.
That's international politics. That's what Russia consider. And the pull out and supporting Nigeria. And Nigeria offered them contract of oil pipe, contract of this, contract of that. Even though that's one of the things that make Nigeria give them a Jokuta seed rolling mill in the time of Shagari 1982 to build it. That's part of the thing.
Now,
Now
apart
I'm
from
coming. What South Africa under apartheid support Biafra? British went and convinced them to stop supporting Biafra, so that Nigerian government will mellow down in shouting against apartheid. Because Ghana, Nigeria, Algeria in North Africa, these people, I know, stand firmly against what regime, apartheid regime in South Africa. Then go and agree to stop attacking white in South Africa. Then white in South Africa only give us moral support. They have come up with the gun and everything to support us. I mean, British played their role. They go back. And British went to North Africa or Arab world, told them that this war is between Muslims and Christians. They should not allow Christians to win in Nigeria. It's between Christians and Muslims. They made the whole Arab world to troop in and come and start fighting in the under jihadists to conquer Christians. Then when there was a protest in Britain against British government, why do you support this? British government told them and told their citizens again that the war is not religious war. It's a political war. It's not tribal war, but it's a political war. Look, the one is a Christian. Danjuma is a Christian. Dinka is a Christian. Bisala is a Christian. All of them that are leading the war, they are Christians. Why do you say that it's a religious war? It's a political war. That's how British deceive so many people that want to support, came out fully to support Biafra. It's only Sweden, Canada, Portugal, and these people, Spain, and few others like Cuba, who gave Biafra moral support. They support them and they donated relief for us. German give moral support. They donated relief for us. America was sitting on the fence, watching what was going on. Italy support Nigeria because Egypt oil came to worry to steal oil. Biafra pursued them, come out. It was in that civil war, Biafran war, that oil was located in Warri. You understand? So there are so many things that if you continue to say it, today may not allow us to be.
yes, what I want to establish is that some people or nations supported the Biafrans despite their there is no public awareness of the what Biafrans are going on.
Most of them
People who got it lately get to support the Biafran struggle for independence.
Yes, when people really got to know or really come out, like America, when America want to come out, the one have announced no veto, no vanquish. When other nations like Canada, when Canada were coming out to support us fully, to give us better war jet, trying to train Biafran pilots to handle the war jet, war have been over.
Now,
had it been that war last up to 6 months, again ahead, it would have been a different case.
It would have been a different case.
Even when Catholic Church came out openly, Pope shouted that is too much. Zeke and the Gowan have planned for no veto, no vanquish. You see the problem.
Now, with this move by Simon Ekpa, deadly moves, of course, and very calculated moves, will there be nations that will support? Now that the publicity has been made, more awareness has been created in the global stage, I mean, internationally, will there be more persons, what powers that will back Simon Ekpa after the declaration on the 2nd of December?
My brother, I am telling you honestly that this one will not be like former one. Only the moral support Biafra got now. If they got it that time, it can make more impact. Only the moral support nations are supporting. Okay, look at it now in America.
Is it moral support you need to defend the declared sovereignty?
I'm giving you an example. I'm giving you example. Now look at it now. In America, Maryland is where Biafra have their Biafran government headquarters overall. It was in America.
Embassy.
Embassy is in America. But before it's not so. Now I am sure that even the Russia will come out to support Biafra, both morally, both materially, both financially. Even though France that came downtown to support us before Amada Hijo carry fake 419 document, Nigerians and go and play him and present to France. France withdraw the support and give us some support. Now France is regretting. Had he been, they know it will be like this. They will have come out fully that time to support.
Someone is saying, do you want the part two of the war?
That person is very stupid by asking me that question. I don't know him. Don't ask me whether I want part two of the war. Have you seen a man who wants to die 2 times? This is why somebody will follow it diplomatically, follow it logistically. Somebody have said there will be no confessional war anymore. That we are not going to confessional war. That you follow it diplomatically, politically, internationally, economically, as he's doing now. Then you're asking me, do I want part two of war? Part two of war, you're abroad asking me. If you want part two, come now, let us fight it here. Eh? Look at, I don't have people ask question. Now, all Nigerians all over the world, all over Nigerians, both east, both west, both north, both south, even the Biafra they are forcing to be part of Nigeria. Everybody is crying now. Where there's no war, there's hunger, there's starvation everywhere in Nigeria. How much more when there's war? You are asking me, do I want part two war?
Unfortunately, he's living in total denial or self-deception. The war is ongoing in Nigeria today. We have the population of Nigeria cannot feed.
Look at Fulani herdsmen. Look at the kidnappers. Look at the bandits.
There is killing on daily basis. Is it not war? Are you at peace?
Nigeria is not at peace.
Is one Nigeria at peace?
Then you are asking me whether when the conventional war comes. When the conflict, then you know that there's war.
Unfortunately, the war now is consuming Nigerians on daily basis. Hunger, starvation, insecurity, collapsing the entire existence of Nigeria.
When Jonathan was in, they were shouting, Nyamiri, Omibo, Omibo, it's not really well. Nyamiri, it's not really well. A bag of rice in Nigeria, 60 kg was 8,000 naira. Now 60 kg in Nigeria, if you can be able to see it, is 87,000 naira now.
Exactly. Exactly. So are you moving forward? Is it not war?
Is it not war? People are dying hunger.
Economic war. It's insecurity, ravaging the entire country. What other war can be greater than that?
I want the second war.
Yes, let me answer it. If you need the war, I give you the war.
I don't want second war.
Want the second war.
But look at what is happening now.
But the war is ongoing.
The war is ongoing. This is what you call undeclared war.
And what we are calling is for the end of the war. The war has not ceased. But it has taken a different dimension. Of course, people are aware of that.
Look at it now. What remains now in Nigeria is everybody to carry gun. But a child that is in the womb, for him to carry gun. Because one section carrying gun, intimidating others, killing others. What is the problem in land of Biafra now? Is it not army presence, security? I mean, checkpoint here and there, Fulani helpsmen here and there, Ebubag here and there, killing people.
Thank you so much,
you are asking me whether I want the second war. Let you come and you come and fight it.
Thank you so much. God bless you for being part of this discussion this morning.
I am happy. The person that asked this question is not Simon Ekpa. Because if it's Simon Ekpa, you could have declared second war ignorantly, not know what is in. But thank God Simon Ekpa is a man whom God have appointed, a man of intelligence, a man of wisdom, a man who is wise, an international man, diplomatic man, political man who has interest of his people in his heart.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. May God bless every one of us in Jesus' name. I am Mr. Para, the new Okokondem. In this Republic of Biafra, Libama send them the Carlo, and it's happy government of Biafra. It shall be well with all our fans. It shall be well with America. It shall be well with Donald Trump. It shall be well with Russia. It shall be well with Netanyahu. It shall be well with Israel. It shall be well with Finland. All our fans, God bless you people. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen and amen and amen.
Thank you once again, Mazio Kokondem. Of course, Mazio Kokondem is very hot this morning. You're asking, did you need part war? The war is ongoing, and the Nigerians, of course, have lost the peace. What is the essence of claiming you won the war, but you have lost the peace? Not just the peace, you are now losing your own citizens to hunger, to starvation, to insecurity. What a great tragedy. It's the greatest tragedy for any nation to lose her own population to hunger, starvation, insecurity within the defined territories are called Nigeria. What greater war could be that? Greater than that? That is the most hostile, horrible war. Your own people are being killed in your own country, starving to death, and you are calling for another war. What a shame. It means you are not in terms with the reality. We don't insult any person's intelligence, but we are here to tell you the truth and to give in-depth analysis of the state of the nations and the affairs within Nigeria. If you are calling for another war, well, we are calling for an end of this war that have been, of course, sustained, where the common masses have been pitched against the political class today. That where seems to be safe. No, this is maybe the reasons why you left the shores of Nigeria if you are in Nigeria. You are not even proud of your country. You left because you know that the war will consume you. If you have been in Nigeria today, maybe you will be wallowing in the streets of Nigeria, haggard and hungry. And we are just calling for the war in the interest of preserving humanity. And those concerns should heed to this warning before, of course, it is too late. We have another person, analyst here. Good morning, Maz. It's a pleasure having you this morning.
Good morning, Mr. Chidose.
Yes, okay, let's just get, okay, very good. We're good to go. Kindly hit the like button, share this video, subscribe to this channel, let it go viral. Please hit the like buttons, and of course, you can as well support us to the super thanks or super buttons there. Thanks button. Simon Ekpa latest move to actualize Biafra is shocking the entire world. He's saying he's going to compile all the atrocities, all the harms that made Biafrans to reject Nigeria and present it to the world. And that the world will know their reason, their justification for declaring the restoration of Biafra. Your take on this?
Yeah, what happened, the first war, Nigeria and the Biafra, is media. When you are control media, you always conquer the war. That's what killed Biafra in Biafra war. Nigerians collected media and had many secrets that international supposed to know the kind injustice that are happening in the Biafra land. Now, see the kind of dimensions America is going. America already know that to him to hijack the media is more important for the Biafra and the Nigeria. Now, America already showed the whole world what is going on in the Biafra land. What made Biafra want to go? The injustice is much. Like what is Maazio Okonkendem said, the injustice in Nigeria. Look at hungry war. Like person said that they want some America to declare their war again, that two war again in Nigeria. But if you see what is going on, what is happening in Nigeria is more than war. Remember that the country that are fighting war, they are saying that they will supply Nigeria food. A nation that are fighting war, they want to supply Nigeria food.
That's Ukraine. Imagine.
Ukraine fighting war.
Is it not the greatest humiliation, the greatest war?
And Nigeria is not fighting war. A country that are fighting war supply Nigeria food. you see that Nigeria is fighting more than the war that people they are carry gun and bomb and everything. Dude,
A nation where the superpowers are bombarding,
you see,
supplying food to Nigeria.
from Nigeria. Okay, look at come outside, come Nigeria. The person that asked that question, come to Nigeria. I don't know whether you are in Nigeria or not. Maybe come to Nigeria, just stay in 1 week in the Nigeria. Travel all over the Nigeria. You see insecurity in Nigeria. There are many people that cannot come back for their home because of what? Insecurity. When you have the government cannot provide security for their citizens, is it a government? Tell me the kind of war is that worse than that one. A country that the citizen cannot move and go anywhere, and is a person volunteer himself and tell that I will liberate my people. You are still asking the person you want to another war again. Ha! I not want to use a bad word or say a good word. Let our people say use your tongue, count your teeth. Now, what the America is doing is a good step for the whole Biafrans. That's the always time I come here to say. I say that Biafrans have a good leaders. A good leader. When you have a good leader, you know the strategies you need to use to rule your people. You know the strategies you use to handle the enemy that are coming to fight for your people. That's what is Samanipa is doing. Samanipa promised Mazin Nnamdi Kanu that he himself will deliver. He himself will deliver. That when the Mazin Nnamdi Kanu come outside, you will see that him boys did perfectly job. Very okay. Are you getting me? And watch what is going on in a Biafra struggle now. Biafra is already conquered everywhere in the nation now.
Now, don't you think that the Biafran Republic government in Ezra said there is nothing like IPOP again, that IPOP has ceased to exist. But we have IPOP, of course, which Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of the IPOP. But what are the DOS, the second in command, doing? Are they still interested in the Biafran struggle? Are they communicating to the world what exactly is happening and their strategy? Or have they gone underground?
Now, you know, one thing about freedom, when you want to fight a freedom, they have different group of a freedom. Now, what is Samanekwa did that I love so much? When Samanekwa and Mazin Nnamdi Kanu did what? Those the groups that are fighting for freedom or Biafra. He did what? He looked for the genuine ones. Samanekwa. Because listen to the talk of Samanekwa. The people that surrender Mazin Nnamdi Kanu people before, many of them they are enemies.
Sycophants.
They are surrender Mazin Nnamdi
Opportunities.
Kanu. And Nnamdi Kanu is the saint among all of them. And the people that surrender Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, the group, some of them, there's a nice people there that volunteer themselves genuinely to fight the freedom of Biafran nation. Now, when they hold our leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, Samanekwa come out. What does Samanekwa do? He do, that's why I say a good leader. He do the investigation and not the right people. Channel those people, the right channel too. You know, a good people cannot stay when a bad people is, because the bad one will do what? To spoil those good one. That's why Mazin Samanekwa to call those people to train them more. As Mazin Kanu train them, Samanekwa bring you on as a military man, a force man. He have more experience and knowledge about freedom. This is whether DOS or IPOB or whatever, we the genuine one, the people that support Mazi Samuel Ekpa. The bad one will still there somewhere and claiming that they are disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But they didn't know that they already dumped them somewhere else. Answer your name, but that your name you ask, is it relevant? That's the question we ask yourself. This name you are bearing, is it relevant again? Did your leader, the genuine leader, support you? because name is changing. It can change them at any time, any moment, and it can change your character anytime, any moment. That's why God creates a woman being free will. Decide whatever you want to do. It can you tell me that I change tomorrow? I will not tell say God is the person that creates me. No, I can't be happy. I still go answer the Son of God because the God is the person that creates me. Mazen Nanekano and Simon Ekpa is the people we know, and they know Simon Ekpa is the person that pick or noted the sincere people that are fighting for freedom. When Mazen Nanekano, the Nigeria never kidnapped Mazen Nanekano, he said that I need just 100 people. You know the meaning? The genuine one. You know that among all of them, there is Judas. They are inside there. And no, Judas is many. That is what DOS and IPOB, some of them they are doing. They are claiming they are IPOB member and they are Mazin and the Kano group. No, no, no. The part of that place is already locked up. Like Wazirike, there's many Wazirike that support Wazirike before, and you see that some of them is now the genuine one are doing what and follow Simon Ekpa. Are you getting me? That is, we have different group, but the real one will do what? Will liberate Biafra for their struggle.
Thank you so much. God bless you,
Thank you.
Mazin Lawrence, for wonderful submissions. And for those who, of course, you are entitled to opinions on whatever the case is. We are here to give people opportunity to express themselves and opinions regarding issues that borders on their existence, of course, and their lives as well. We don't promote violence here, as some are making inciting statements. Of course, I wouldn't want to tolerate that. We allow people to express themselves and nothing more. So nobody is calling for war. And if you need that war, it will get to you. If we, what we are asking is that we are telling histories and stories about the people. And if we fail to learn from history, history, of course, will repeat itself. We are calling for the end of the war. The war has not ended. By my own opinions and based on realities on ground, Nigeria is engulfed in economic war, security war, poverty war, a country where, of course, more than 95% of her population is considered to be poor. What kind of war should be more worse than that? Where people cannot even meet up with their basic necessities of life, food as essential commodity to life, to existence, and you are talking of war. What kind of war greater is this? That people are dying, families are dying of starvation. On the street of Lagos, people are losing their source of livelihood, and the list is endless. So people can no longer move about without the fear of being apprehended, adopted, kids, mutilated, and all that. Abduction, organ harvesting. People can no longer move freely in their supposed country. Is there any greater war? Of course, when you feel insecure in a country you call your own, you might be relaxing in US, Australia, Europe, wherever you reside, free. You go about your duties without being harassed, intimidated. The law is there to protect you, and the government is there to give you succor or relief. Is that obtainable in a country, Nigeria? So, what kind of war are you expecting? We are calling for an end of this war, and this is our positions. We have remained, of course, unwavering in our tenacity, in our commitment to promote humanity, and whatever can be, of course, or can jeopardize the interests of humanity, we stand against. So we are calling for those concerns to learn from history and correct the errors of the past, or, of course, fall into the same pit. War is inevitable when people do not learn from history, when injustice is not resolved, and of course, those nagging issues that culminated into resentments, grievances, hatred, bickerings could escalate such hostility and eventually plunge, of course, the society into another bloody war. So we are calling for the end of the war. And what are you doing to support this call for the end of the war? Well, Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Biafran Republic Government in Nigeria, have expressed his unwavering tenacity to end the war. Not just ending the war, of course, ending it once and for all by calling on this declaration restoration of the Biafran state as a way of having a more enduring, of course, peace within the Biafran region, as he claims. So that is his own opinion, of course, perspective regarding this. You also have your opinion, of course, to whatever uh, opinion you may have regarding the development. So to this end, of course, we come to the end of today's political discourse and analysis. And of course, you have your right to your own opinion, whatever be the case. I would believe we may have learned, of course, histories and, of course, events that of the past and how to get humanity and a society better by entrenching and allowing good governance, dividend of democracy, and of course, the rule of law must be the foundation, the pivot of which justice, equity, fairness, progress will be predicated. Outside of this, there is no peace. You are at war. And how long will this war continue? Of course, immense and endless rhetoric. But for humanity to have a better place to live, we must live, of course, to accept the truth that there cannot be peace, there can't be progress, except there is justice, equity, and fairness. Thank you once again for watching. Have a great day and a fantastic weekend. Bye from here.